Imagine a place where your neighbor's whisper could be your death warrant. A place where the dark woods weren't just full of wolves, but, as the people believed, the devil himself. Welcome to Salem, Massachusetts, 1692. A small, God-fearing Puritan settlement that was about to descend into a collective madness so terrifying it still haunts the American psyche today. 200 people accused, 19 people hanged, one man crushed to death. And it all started with two little girls in a series of fits that science still can't fully explain. 1692 was brutal. In the home of Reverend Samuel Parris, his 9-year-old daughter Betty and 11-year-old niece Abigail began acting strange. They would scream, throw objects, and contort their bodies in ways that seemed physically impossible. A local doctor was called. His diagnosis? Not a fever, not a disease. He called it the evil hand, witchcraft. Under intense pressure to name their tormentors, the girls pointed fingers at the most vulnerable. Tituba, a Caribbean slave, Sarah Good, a homeless beggar, and Sarah Osborne, an elderly woman who rarely attended church. The hunt had begun. This wasn't just a local rumor, it became a legal circus. The court allowed something called spectral evidence. If a victim claimed they saw the specter or the ghost of a person attacking them, that was enough for a death sentence. Panic spread like wildfire. Why? Because the only way to save your own life was to confess to being a witch and then name other people. Imagine the horror. Mothers accusing daughters, husbands turning on wives. Old grudges over land and religion were now being settled under the guise of holy war. The atmosphere in Salem was no longer about faith. It was about survival. Perhaps the most chilling story of all is that of Giles Corey, an 81-year-old farmer who refused to even enter a plea. He knew the system was rigged. To force a confession, the authorities used a torture called pressing. They laid him on the ground and piled heavy stone after stone on his chest for 2 days. His only response to the pain? More weight. He died without uttering a word. A silent protest against a town that had lost its mind. By September 1692, the hysteria finally began to cool. The governor's own wife was accused, and suddenly, the spectral evidence wasn't good enough anymore. The courts were dissolved, and the remaining prisoners were released. But the damage was done. Salem was broken. Families were destroyed. So, what really happened? Modern theories suggest everything from ergot poisoning, a fungus on rye bread that causes hallucinations, to mass psychosis fueled by the fear of Indian wars and strict religious repression. But the truth? It was a toxic mix of fear, paranoia, and the loss of human reason. The Salem Witch Trials served as a grim reminder. When fear takes over, justice is the first to die. Today, the names of the witches are cleared, but the shadows of 1692 still linger. Thank you for joining us at the Enigma Journal. If you want to dive deeper into the lost histories that shaped our world, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay curious.